Next, let's take a quick look at how we can use Ansible Tower to perform rolling updates, whether it's for application deployments, patching, or even complex scenarios like disaster recovery. Because one of the first questions that we often hear from customers is, okay, Ansible sounds great, but how do I actually control it in my environment if what I want to do isn't what it wants to do by default? It's important to understand that by default, Ansible is trying to go task by task and host by host, meaning it will try to work on all hosts for a given task before moving on to the next task to again work on all hosts and so forth. And we can actually see that default behavior occurring in a previous job run that we did here, where it was looking to actually do the Apache install on both of the hosts that are involved, followed by doing the Apache service start. And so we can actually control that trivially using the serial keyword. And so in this case, this actually is basically just telling it to go one by one. And in this case, for the demo, we're going to actually go ahead and launch that, and then we'll try to compare what we got in the default run versus what we get in the non-default, the serialized run. So this is running through now. And we can see that it's actually moving on between the tasks here, and it's going on just one system in both cases, that 206. So by default, previously it went against all of the hosts that were defined for the first task before moving on. In the second case, it's basically giving us the ability to just go host by host. And so if we think about how we move things in and out of load balancers and so forth, very powerful to have this. And we can also do other things as far as like having an overall strategy that can really increase the overall throughput and the speed at which we're deploying changes in very large fleets of systems. We can also do throttling. We can make certain calls asynchronously. Tremendous amount of control that we get in just very small set of parameters.